What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck gameplay video for you guys today, and today we've got One Piece Odyssey, which just came out, I believe, a couple days ago on the 12th. I wanted to get a video out of it sooner, but I had other videos to complete and whatnot, so just did not have enough time, unfortunately, and I'm excited since I love One Piece. It's one of my favorite animes, so I'm pretty sure I'll love this, but who knows for sure. Maybe it'll be a terrible game, but I don't think so. It seemed to be also getting pretty good reviews. It has very positive reviews so far on Steam, and I still have to beat World Seeker too. I didn't even have a chance to beat that one. Hopefully you don't have to beat that one to understand this one. I don't even know if they're the same kind of game or not. But anyway, so on the Steam Deck, since it's a brand new not AAA, but this would probably be a AA game if you want to get technical. But since it's a newer game, we're probably not going to be able to just turn everything to ultra or max and get playable frame rates. So I'll probably have to end up toning stuff down or deciding to run at 40 or 30 FPS is just my guess. I don't even know if we'll hit 60 at all, but I'd like to find out. So why don't we go ahead and hook this Steam Deck up to the capture computer and look at the settings and then get a little gameplay, and we'll probably end up going through all the settings. Unless the game surprises me and it actually runs real good. Stranger things have happened. So anyway, let's jump on into the game.
Well, alright here, let's take a quick look at the settings here before we jump into the game. Pretty much just high settings to start with. It probably won't run great, but hey, we won't know if we don't try, right? So, and we're at 720p, full screen. So, now that we've seen that, there's no benchmark or anything for this game, so let's go ahead and jump on into the game. Well, here we go. Literally the beginning of the game here. We got through all the cutscenes and opening movie and all that whatnot. What button does that? Alright. We'll leave it a little. What do all the buttons do screen up for just a little while? Until I can figure out what everything does, and then we'll close it up later. I don't think it'll take me too awful long to figure out what all these do. But as you can see, we can't quite hit 60 maxed out, but I wasn't really expecting us to be able to anyway. He's always got food on the brain, doesn't he? Still though, pretty much from what I've been seeing, we can basically just do 40 FPS mode and it'd probably be okay. I did see it drop a couple of frames under 40 here and there, but for the most part it seems to be fine at 40. Like right here we're at 37, but it's just listening to people talk, so would anybody really care that this isn't 60? I mean, I wouldn't, and I'm one of the biggest sticklers ever for 60 FPS plus modes. But I don't require it where it's not necessary. But I would like it while I'm running around. Or at least a smooth FPS. What I generally don't like is I don't like my FPS going up and down. Like if this was going from 40 down to 22 and then back up to 50 and then back to 30 and up to 40 and that, then it would be a little annoying, and I don't think I'd like that very much. But honestly, this isn't so bad. It's kind of sticking right around the same frame rate. It goes down to 30s every once in a while, like 37, and then hangs around mid to high 40s most of the time, it seems like. Alright, let's check this out real quick. Hey, look, a walrus. Anyway, though, before we go talk to him, why don't we go ahead and lower the settings. So now let's tone it down to medium and see how it plays. So all the settings are on medium. We've got the frame rate unlimited, no V-Sync or anything, and still at 720p with full screen. So, with that said, we've reached the bottom. Let's get back to the game and see how it runs now. Okay. Now let's try this again. I had gotten some medium footage, but unfortunately it got corrupted. Glad I check all my videos now, so that doesn't happen. The only thing I can't check is sometimes, every once in a blue moon, I don't know why this happens, certain video files just won't get dropped into DaVinci. They'll be the same ones I've used time and time again, but just have a little red circle with a line going through it. Like, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? I've been able to do it a bunch before, so I just assumed something got corrupted. And what's weird is you can still watch the video. It plays just fine. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. It just doesn't let you drag and drop it. So I still can't really prevent that from happening, but I can at least check files as soon as I get them, just to make sure they actually recorded properly. Damn, it almost looks like that tree's got legs. Robot tree. Or are they cannons? Like, what are they? Oh, mushrooms. We don't know if those are poisonous, but leave it to Sonic. If he says it's not poisonous, it's probably not. He knows his food. He is their chef after all. Good stuff. Alright, so they're training me how to pick stuff up and loot, huh? So I can punch it like that, huh? It sounds almost like he stretches. I wonder if I even have to be that close. I can probably just stretch and grab shit out of those things. Like one stretch to break it, and another stretch to grab the item. I'll have to try that. Alright. We got nothing else here? Alright, well I guess let's go up here then. And before we move forward there, why don't we go ahead and tone the graphics down again? Well, now for a little bit of low, before we go and move on to like how I would play the game. Still unlimited FPS and all that. And we got 720p and full screen still. So that's already the bottom, so why don't we go ahead and hop back into the game? Well, here we go. Now we're on low. I kind of quit out before it got to an autosave, unfortunately, so we kind of have to go through the same shit again, so I'm very sorry about that, but it is what it is. At least you guys get to see how it plays. But we're still not able to hit 60, even on low, and things don't look very good on low. So far, from what I've seen here, I think how I would probably play it is 40 FPS, but beforehand, we'll try 30 FPS because I can't do 40 FPS on my capture computer. It only goes in, what do you call it? Like multiples of 10. Like I can do like 20 FPS, or not 20, like 30 FPS, 60 FPS, and 120 FPS. So that's my options while I have it hooked up to my capture computer. But once I disable it, I can do the 40 hertz thing where I drop the hertz down to 40 and do 40 FPS. So that's what I'll do when we change over to camera recording, just to see how that does. But that's probably how I'd play it. I don't think it really drops that far under 40 to really be that big of a deal. 30, I think like 30 will just feel too sluggish. Like that's kind of how I play Elden Ring, and that feels kind of sluggish at 30. But it's because I don't have the settings turned on low, because that's one of the things I don't like doing. I know you're supposed to run stuff low on the Steam Deck a lot, but certain games just look like garbage on low. And Elden Ring is one of them, so I just basically have most stuff on high with a couple stuff on low and some mediums, kind of custom settings. And it sticks around 30-ish FPS, but it's like 35, 33, 34 most of the time, so I can't quite do 40 on that one. Not with good settings, anyway. It is what it is, though. It's no big deal. So we'll just get through all of this again. We've already seen all of this, so I don't feel the need to go all super slow and read all of the stuff. We already read all of it. We already saw all of it, so... Now we're back to where we were. So I wanted to get to this spot. I didn't know it was going to be a battle, so now we know it's a battle. We'll just get through the battle here. We haven't gotten a single fight so far in any of my gameplay, so I'd like to at least get one before we get to camera. So. Yep, even in battle mode, it doesn't hit 60 all the time, even on low. Oh well, though. I wasn't really expecting this to be a 60 FPS game, to be honest. I was figuring it was going to be either 30 or 40, and it's looking like I can probably get 40-ish. And you can probably, if you can do 30, you can probably do 30 all the time, basically. I've never seen it drop under 30 yet. Actually, no, there was one point where it dropped down to 11, I think, while I was walking through the place, so. Besides that, it hasn't dropped under 30. And it only did that once. So I don't think it's going to do that all the time. And I played this a bunch afterwards, and it never did it again. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and move on? So, now we're going to go ahead and do the settings I would play the game at. But first, we're going to do 30 FPS mode, just because we can't do anything else. As you saw, we only had 30, 60, and 120. So we'll do 30 first. And I would just play the game with everything basically maxed out. If you're going to be at such a low FPS, why not have the eye candy? That's like the whole point. So, why don't we now go see how it plays? Well, here we go. 30 FPS mode. Game's maxed out otherwise. Go, we can stretch across here. You know, I think I also was playing Sonic Frontiers at 30, which I really wish I could do at 60. That's the kind of game that feels more at home at 60. But even that game I still had fun with and played mostly on my Steam Deck. I haven't beat it yet, though, but I just freshly got to the next world after the first world. I don't know how many worlds there are, but I'm on the second world now in that game. Oh, and if anybody ever wants to see like updates on games just to see how they're doing, I have had reports of games like Deathloop of all things just not working anymore. And I tested it, yeah, it refused to launch last time I played it, even though it's a verified game. So I've had a couple people saying, hey, why do you bother testing verified games? And it's like, well, A, people requested it, and B, sometimes just because it's verified doesn't mean it's gonna work. Which is weird to say. It's a freak accident, but it happens. I wonder now if that one, I might have to go back to that one and see if it fucking works yet so I can let the people know. Last time, about 3 weeks ago, it was not working, but 3 weeks is a while, so maybe it works now. Who knows? See, there we go. That's where it dropped to 11. I knew at some point I saw it drop to 11. So that's the only time it happened. I had pre-spoke. I thought I just missed it before. So that is where it happened. Well, it never happened after that. And I played this game a bunch at 40 FPS. Like just last night before bed, I played this for like an hour and a half on my Steam Deck before going and switching over to Persona 5 Royale for like another hour and some change. And when you limit the FPS, you actually get pretty decent hours. And I still had like 32 or something % before I went to bed. So not bad. If I were to just leave it unlimited, it would probably only get me barely an hour. He's gonna get eaten. And they're paralyzed. Well, it looks like we're fighting penguins. Alright, well, he's useless. Alright, so we gotta fuck those things up before they can kill Usopp, huh? Since Usopp can't defend himself. I think we can handle that. Alright, so it's basically saying they can get stronger in situational situations. But luckily right now we're all pretty strong too. So I think we'll be able to win. Oh, holy shit, they do a lot of damage, don't they? Although he's also like an archer or whatever, so he probably doesn't have a lot of defense. He's not supposed to be getting hit like that. Gatling, bring it on. Uh-oh, couldn't quite knock all of them out though. Uh-oh. Damn, 1,000 damage? Shit, these guys aren't fucking around. Chopper, help us out, man. What can you do? Let's do that. On that one. Alright, that's one defeated. Alright, they don't have a lot of life yet. We should just be able to... Oh, no, I couldn't. I figured I could finish him off with a normal attack. Son of a bitch. Damn, these guys are fucking us up. Alright, you're a healer, though. I'm pretty sure you can heal us. Hell yeah, let's heal. Alright, Sanji. Let's use that on you guys and finish you off. Alright, I think that's it. And now Usopp's healed. Oh, nice, we got bonus experience. That's definitely worth it. That's a lot of EXP.
Well, alright guys, let's get a little camera gameplay in here. Now just for fun, even though I would probably play it at 30 because it'll probably drop frames less, let's try it at 40 FPS too, just for fun. I can't do this when it's hooked up to the capture computer. It only lets me do increments of 30 since it's a 120 Hz monitor. And it doesn't seem to let me mess with the refresh rate. Unless it's in some weird space I don't realize. But you'd think it'd be in the same drop-down menu. But anyway, let's try 40 now and see how much it drops. Because it might not drop far enough down under 40 for me to really care. But there was one time it dropped all the way down to 11. During the camera recorded game, or screen recorded gameplay I mean. So... here we go, we got up. There we go, we'll hop on over here. Probably gonna get into another battle here pretty soon, I would imagine. They got a giant fish. Okay, so there's some drops, but for the most part it seems to do 40 quite well. We're trying to hurry. Oh, more of these motherfuckers, huh? See, we're dropping down to 35, 36 here. But it's not like that's that bad. Some people might not care about that at all. Let's see what it's like in a battle, though. Whoa, that one looks slightly different. Alright. Alright. And battle seems to stay at 40 so far. Let's throw some more skills out here though. Alright, cool, we one-hitted him. Alright, got him taken care of.
Alright. And that's a level, I guess.
よーし、全員俺についてこ。いい調子だ。必要な力なら残ら怪物と呼ばれようと俺は強くなる。ようやく体が温まってきた。何さ。
Ah, and Zoro is here to save the day.
おうルフィ、みんなも一緒か。
ああ、あとはブルックだけだ。
迷子のマリモが帰ってきやがった。誰が迷子だ。おめえだよ、クソマリモ。
喧嘩してる場合か。
Alright, well, let's get over here and kick this thing's ass. So it can't quite stay at 40 all the time, as you can see, but like I was saying earlier, I don't think it drops that much to be that big of a deal, especially because it's just cutscenes where it's just me clicking A. As long as it doesn't do it a bunch during battle. And it's not like we're running around anyway. Alright, do we have items? Oh. There you go. Ice cube. Ow. I did not know they could do that. Now he's frozen? Alright, we'll use this on you. Oh, did we paralyze him? It almost looked like it, but I don't think so. Alright, so it does drop a little frames during some of the more graphically intensive moves. Glad I am trying this out, though, just to make sure. And you can't move, and he got hurt. Shit. Let's do a jet whip. Alright, we'll do Thunderbolt tempo again. Oh, she didn't have enough TP. Shit.
任せてこれでどう
I probably should have healed him if possible, but whatever. Alright, that looked like it hurt.
いやなサンダーボルト
Man, this is gonna be a pretty long video, but I wanted to beat this guy before I stopped playing, damn it. Alright, he's no longer frozen. Let's finish him off.
ありがとう
Alright, and we win. And with that, I think it's time for us to go wrap this video on up, because this is going to be a pretty long Steam Deck video, but that's okay every once in a while.
Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for One Piece Odyssey, at least on the Steam Deck, and it did about as expected. I figured on high it was going to struggle to stay even at 40, and it did, but, well, it didn't struggle to stay at 40, but there were definitely spots where it dropped under 40, like in battle even. So what I would personally do is just run the game on high and limit on the Steam Deck the game to 30, because the game looks pretty good at high, even at 720p on the Steam Deck screen, so if it's going to have inconsistent FPS anyway, I would rather lock it to 30. I don't like 30 FPS, but I hate inconsistent FPS even more. That's just me. That's why I went and showed you all the different settings, even 40 FPS mode, just so you guys could have an idea of how it runs. But very playable, even though it doesn't say it's playable. So far, so good. I played quite a while. How long did it say I played? Almost an hour, and no crashes, nothing bad happened. We had one dip to 11 FPS while I was like transitioning to another area, so it could have just been it loading everything in real quick. Who knows? But didn't crash. Anyway, though, this is a pretty long video, but still glad I made it and whatnot, because I'm sure people are curious how this awesome game runs on the Steam Deck. But anyway, seeing as though this is very long, why don't we go ahead and end this video here. I sure hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it. And until the next one, peace out, guys.